From schooling talk show hosts.
You say the UK version.
Yeah.
I call it the original.
To stating the obvious.
The short answer is because they can't see what they're shooting.
These are the times Ricky Gervais destroyed talk show hosts. It started when the hosts called him names on live TV.
I haven't seen you really around since the Golden Globes, where you were
low profile.
Yeah, well, they attacked you, but they said that you were mean and rude, and you were surprised at that. What? You were surprised. Let me just read one of the things they
I
thought
am mean
was...
rude. I'm surprised they attacked me for it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They accused him of being offensive.
Referring to Sex and the City 2, you said, I was sure the Golden Globe would go to the team that airbrushed that poster.
Yeah.
A little sexist.
No, it's not. Why is it sexist?
Well, because you're saying that the girls are older and they need to be airbrushed.
No, I think they look great at their age. Why hide it?
Oh.
Next, they brought up his Scientology joke. Watch how he flipped it back on them.
Two heterosexual actors pretending to be gay, so the complete opposite of some famous Scientologist then. Wink, wink.
I didn't name them.
He kept total control of the room.
The press started saying he means these. I was thinking, that's terrible. No, I didn't do that. They outed people. I would never do that. I think it's terrible.
Has this ruined, has anything happened? Have you had fewer opportunities of people not watching your shows? Has it made any difference?
Made no difference at all, no.
Then they went on to call him sexist.
Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Louis C.K. No women comedians on that panel?
Who would you replace?
I don't know which
Replace or add?
No, because it was four people.
It's just 4 people.
Yeah, so who would you take off?
I wouldn't. I would just add.
There you go.
His response caught them off guard.
On our
When
panel,
I do
so
a
we're kind
special
of
like
guilty.
that, I will do it with women.
No, exactly. They're my friends, and I chose my friends.
Maybe.
And also, men are intimidated by funny women, so we didn't want them in the room. That's a joke.
Stephen brought up his stance on religion, hoping to get a reaction from him.
Talking about hell before, about this tweet about you going to hell.
Yeah.
And I know that you're an atheist, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. People have been debating. That's the devil waiting for you in hell, by the way.
He tried to corner Ricky, but that didn't work.
Why does the universe exist at all? Why is there something?
But surely the bigger question is not why, but how. Well, why is irrelevant?
Okay, fine. How is there something? Because you think of God as the prime mover. How is there anything instead of nothing?
I don't.
He flipped the script on him.
Well, outside science and nature, I don't believe so. Because the interesting thing is, this is the thing, right? So, I'm an agnostic atheist, technically. Agnostics means no one knows whether there's a God. So everyone's technically agnostic. We don't know.
Ricky schooled him in a way he did not expect.
You believe in one God, I assume?
In 3 persons, but go ahead.
Okay, so you believe... Okay. So, but there are about 3,000 to choose from that have been, people who believe in...
I've done some reading, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So...
With one simple example, he left him speechless.
So basically, you believe in... You deny one less God than I do. You don't believe in 2,999 gods, and I don't believe in just one more.
Right.
Piers tried trapping Ricky with a weird story.
Aren't blind people allowed to defend
their
themselves?
constitutional right
Yeah.
would be damaged if, and they gave an example of, if they were fully sighted and used a gun, just because they lost their sight, why should they lose the constitutional right to continue having a gun?
His response said what was on everyone's mind.
Well, it's a difficult one, but the short answer is because they can't see what they're shooting. That's what I'd say.
This is the thing. You see, when I tweeted about this, British people who follow me thought I was making this up. They thought it was a joke.
Ricky closed it with sarcasm, turning the whole thing into one big joke.
In fact, it covers... I'm a US resident, so I'm technically also covered by the Constitution.
Dear America, please let Piers buy a Kinder Egg, but don't let him buy a gun.
It all started when they brought up The Office.
Of course, you play, in the UK version of The Office, play the boss. What is the weirdest excuse that you've ever heard?
You say the UK version.
Yeah.
I call it the original.
He wasted no time reminding them who the OG really is.
Explain
Just that most people think Steve Carell came up with it.
That's true, but you all were the original.
Yeah, and Steve Carell did an amazing job, and I think the American version is fantastic. Yeah, no, there's 7 remakes around the world, but the American was the biggest.
But you got it started.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Before the segment started, Ricky roasted the show.
How are you? Nice to have you here.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Yeah.
Nice new studio.
This is new. This is a new experience, yes.
Yeah, it's great to...
Giant moon, big fake moon behind you.
Actually, the studio was easier to find than the channel on the TV.
The jokes got so dark that the audience did not know how to react.
You keep going, you go to costume jewellery, eyebrow plucking channel, and, you know...
And then eventually you find...
Osama bin Laden's got a Chad show just before yours.
It's very good. He's killing us with the bookings.
The conversation shifted to his Golden Globes hosting.
The Golden Globes, people love it when you host this show. Very good at it. There was a perception a little bit last year that you were very good, but you didn't go for the jugular.
Oh, that's what I think. I think in retrospect, I think I held back a little bit, you know, I didn't want to...
He also dropped an idea that could have ended his career.
Can you tell us what that idea was so we know?
Yeah, it wasn't that... Yeah.
Maybe we...
Well, no,
maybe we could use it.
I wanted it to be the opening, you know, they go, Ricky, please welcome Ricky Gervais, and I was going to come out dressed as Adolf Hitler, right?
Before the interview ended, he took a subtle shot at an actor.
And then get to the podium and let it die down and go, too much, right? And then I wanted to look in the crowd and go, it's the wrong crowd, it's just the wrong crowd. And then I was going to say, that's the last time I borrow a suit from Mel Gibson.
It all started when Rebel Wilson revealed something no one saw coming.
Now, Rebel Wilson,
yeah.
Is it real that you did want to be a rapper, you and your sister?
Yeah, because there's no African Americans in Sydney. So, like, white people like to rap. And I had a little group with my sister Liberty.
Ricky couldn't help but react.
Never knew you were this weird.
Really?
No, because you kept it. We worked together for a couple of days. And
I know.
You're absolutely mental.
In a nice way?
Yeah.
He also made fun of Ben Stiller later in the show.
Star Trek, but I love the original series, so I have like I have the Gorn head from the original series from the episode Arena where
They know.
I know, I'm just nodding.
Oh, the Gorn head.
The Gorn head.
Okay. I have.
Jonathan tries to compliment him, but Ricky turns it into a roast.
Congratulations on getting a second series, essentially, but also...
Congratulations on already fucking it up. It's next week, you moron.
He took another shot at his career.
Do you think it's better than the last series? Is it
I think
how
it's
do you
funnier.
feel?
I think it's the funniest thing we've done. I mean, I don't know what better means. I don't think... You're a film reviewer. You should know these words.
That was like a proper answer to a proper question there.
I know. So you'll cut it out.
No.
Ricky didn't even wait long before roasting him.
You were hosting the Golden Globes Sunday night in California, and now here you are, Tuesday back in New York City. Thank you very much for coming back in time to be on the show. I appreciate that.
I was getting out of town quick anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
He also went after the entire Hollywood crowd.
I did it the first time because I was sort of quite flattered, and it's a huge global audience for a comedian. I like writing gags. That's what I do. I did it a second time because I thought I could improve on the first. And I wasn't going to do it a third, but then lots of people were saying he'd never be invited back. So I did it to annoy them.
When Letterman brought up the Golden Globes rumors, he turned it into one of the most insane comebacks of the night.
The audience, who had a series of questions about your behavior on the Golden Globes.
Okay.
The references were golf, you playing golf, and your penis. Does that ring a bell?
What? Does what ring a bell?
Yeah.
It's a good party trick. Get me a bell and I'll do my best.
Before walking off, he threw one last jab at Letterman.
Would you and your friend Stephen come to the grill room at the Savoy and we'd have lunch?
Yeah, we could have a grill. Yeah. What's he going to be like in a couple of years? Because the last part of it usually is faster.
Dover Soul.
Dover Soul.
There you go.
What Grandad? Dover Soul.
What was your favorite comeback? Let us know in the comment section below.